All right, my panel's back with me. Jason Johnson, I'm going to argue a little bit that nobody's doing it. And this is not an endorsement at people. I'm not on any of these people's side, okay? I'm neutral in it. But I feel like Elizabeth Warren is doing that in a sense. When I hear Elizabeth Warren say, I have a plan, which is the only one that's got a brand. She has a brand to her campaign. What I don't hear is all the individual policy items. I hear she can fix my life. She will fix it. That is what she's doing that I don't think anybody else is doing. Your thoughts?
Well, I agree with you, and I think Warren had probably one of the best moments in the first night's debate where she's like, why are you people running if you don't have big ideas? I mean, I think she made that point. The issue is we have to see if Elizabeth Warren can make that argument against the sort of epitome of the moderation, which would be Joe Biden, and then can she translate that to a general election? We don't know any of that yet, so I don't know that I think I see anyone who can make that complete pivot yet, but we've got a long time to go. She may be in the best position to do so. I think rhetorically Beto O'Rourke has the ability to make those kinds of arguments. I think rhetorically Bernie Sanders has the ability to make those kinds of arguments. But whether or not they can do it to a general election audience, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we know rhetorically Cory Booker 100% can make kind of any argument.
Exactly.
He's just very good at targeting. All right, let me go to you on this, Tara, because the marketing aspect of it, do Democrats, in your view, because you're both a marketer and a political consultant, do Democrats understand marketing and sales?
I think Democrats are getting a lot better at marketing and sales. I think when in that first debate on the other network, when the
Jake Tapper fight night.
Yes, exactly. Where Bernie actually took on Jake Tapper. But in that first debate, the Democrats were not responding within the Republican frames. They were calling out the framing of the questions. They were calling out the framing of Elizabeth Warren was calling out the framing of the attacks against her and not arguing in that frame. So I think Democrats are getting a lot better at not arguing in the frame set up by the media and the frame set up by the Republican Party. And sometimes those are one and the same.
No, you're more hopeful than me. That's good. Somebody hopeful needs to be at the table. Cornell, if you were advising the Democratic candidates, because, you know, thank God the cut down seems to be coming. There'll be fewer of them. Hopefully we'll have Warren and Biden on the same stage. Do you advise people to do the Gingrich, which is when you get a question about your opponent, you turn the question on Trump? No matter what, you always do a demonstration of, here's how I hit him.
I think if I were consulting any of them, I would tell them to turn the question about them. Because the truth of the matter is, Joy, even when you look at someone like Senator Harris or even Booker, the truth of the matter is to the broader audience, they're not that well known. They've heard their name, but they don't really understand sort of who they are. So I would talk about me and my values and why my values connect to my policies. The last quick thing is we got spoiled by Barack Obama, and Barack Obama wasn't Barack Obama right now in 2007. It can happen.
Yeah, I mean, he's a rare talent. You just don't get that many Barack Obamas in politics.
And I want to just say this, as painful as that debate was to watch, the last debate, those debates are important to have those type of painful debates. And the reason is because that's how you hone your skills. The way to get better at something is by doing it over and over again. And the best time as a consultant, I can tell you, to get your candidate to kind of take the advice that you give is once they've taken a punch in the face and get knocked out.
That punch in the face wake you up.
A punch in the face will wake you up. And there were a lot of punches and a lot of faces that night. And I think you're going to see people come back stronger and better.
Yeah, there were a couple people. I think Jason Johnson said that a body was caught, right?
A body was caught. Look, when we did our Black Power rankings this week on the route, we said, look, Cory Booker probably had the most enthusiastic overall night. Elizabeth Warren out there, you know, caught a body, took Delaney out of this party. But I think that enthusiasm's got to be there for all of them, for all the top 5 candidates.
Red rum, for sure. It was. Thank you, Tara Dowdell, Jason Johnson, Cornell Belcher. You guys are great. Thank you very much. Coming up.